what is the balance of VAT's investment account? So we're not consolidating right now, right? So we're going to do just like the other problem. Now, what is VAT's share of the recorded net assets, 1231? Okay, so we'll figure that out too. $1231.11. Okay. All right. So the first thing is we need to do the first thing is some preliminary valuations here. We got to figure out, you know, what is the excess, and is it income or what is it? You know, it's going to go to goodwill. We don't know yet, right? So that's the first thing we have to do. So we need to find the book value of this thing. So where here does it tell us the book value? So it says here something a little bit, I wish they would put it in actual format, but it says Zell has stockholders' equity of $600,000, and it has retained earnings of $400,000. So what's equity? 6 plus 4, right? Problem is, we don't own the whole thing. We only bought 30% of it. So that means of their book value, which that represents, the book value is going to be this here, $300,000. Next thing, what did I pay for it? Well, it says that for $331,000, we didn't do stock; it was cash, evidently. So there you go. So I have, in other words, my cost was higher than the book value. So I didn't get it at a bargain, did I? So I've got goodwill. It's a debit to goodwill. Okay, that's important for me to know. Now the next thing is I got to figure out is of that excess. What is it, and I'm sorry, it's not goodwill yet because, I'm sorry, this is just the excess, right? Now I need to see if the excess, you know, what can I assign it to? We've got to bring everything back to the fair value, right? And the difference is going to either be a gain or loss. So the first thing they tell us is that it says everything was the same except for inventories that were undervalued by $30,000. Okay. So we have undervalued inventories, so that means we've got to bring it up to fair value, right? So part of that 31 is going to be 30,000 times 30%, that's 9. In other words, that 31,000 I may have paid right now over, but it probably was for a reason, hopefully. And but the problem was we had, if you look here, it says
undervalued.
A building, right, had a problem. It said let's see, undervalued building with 30,000, so right away 18. So the goodwill for the remainder is 40. So that's how I account for my. So then it'd be kind of going even worse almost, didn't it? Because goodwill, because of the way under value, it went the other way on us. It was like we were way, we were way overvalued, so it caused our goodwill to go the other way. So now we have this goodwill on our books that we can't do anything with until it's permanently devalued. Okay, so that's the first thing you got to do before you even do any of this stuff. And then next thing, you know, we can't figure out what the investment is until we figure out what is our income, right, from that company. So does it tell us in there? It says what? It says Zell had income of 100,000. Well, okay, 100,000 times 30%. So my income is 30,000. Okay. Now we allocate. Now here's another. Okay. They say, let's see here. Inventory sold in 11. So how am I assuming? Did it tell us that it was sold in 11? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Assume undervalued inventories was sold in 11. I was never good at story problems in school. This is my, so that's why this has been a challenge for me because I'm used to just some numbers when I get in here. It's like, okay, I'm going to underline that because I'm going to keep the book. I'm going to keep studying it. Okay, so there we go. So that's the only reason we're writing it off from income right now. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing that. And then we have a building that needs to be appreciated. Okay, I got that. So then we do the 10-year. So they're subtracting 1,800. So, amortization of excess allocated overvalued building. So it's going the other way, right? Do you guys see that? The building was overvalued, right? Doesn't depreciation go the other way? So they took too much depreciation, so now we get to go 4 years and we're going to bring it back up, because they took too much. They overvalued it and then they messed it up, so we have to actually bring it, because their depreciation is based on your value of the building, right? Okay, so we have to go the other way. So that's why if you ever ask the question, why are we not subtracting that? Well, the key was because it wasn't, depreciation is a write-off, we were going the other way. They took too much before and now we're having to recoup. So, in a sense, I have income now. So, my income started at 30, I took off 9, but I have to add back in 1,800. So there's your income from Zelle. Any questions on that?